Welcome. Find a comfortable position and let yourself sink into it. You do not have to do anything now except breathe and listen and let go. This is the most powerful hour of your day, the soft edge between waking and sleep, when the thinking mind steps aside and the deeper mind, the one that quietly runs your life, opens like a door. And tonight, gently, we are going to speak to it. Take a slow breath in and let it go. Let your shoulders drop. Let the day leave your body. There is nothing left to fix tonight, and nowhere left to be. Before we begin, understand what we are doing, because it is different from ordinary affirmations and far more powerful. When you tell yourself, "I am rich," a part of you quietly argues back. It says, "No, you're not. Look around." And that argument is the real signal you send. But tonight we are not going to make statements. We are going to ask questions. Because your mind cannot argue with a question. It can only answer it. When you ask, "Why am I so wealthy already?" your mind has no choice. It goes looking. It begins to search for reasons, for evidence, for proof. And whatever your mind searches for, it slowly begins to find and to build toward. So tonight you do not have to believe anything. You do not have to force a single thing. You only have to ask softly and let the question sink in. And while you sleep, the deeper part of you will spend the whole night answering. Let's begin. Just listen. And if you wish, repeat each question quietly in your mind and let it drift down into you. Why am I so wealthy already? Why does money always find its way to me? Why does wealth flow to me so easily? Why is abundance my natural state? Why do I always have more than enough? Why does the universe love to send money my way? Why does money show up from places I never expected? Why is being wealthy simply who I am? Why does financial freedom feel so effortless now? Why am I such a powerful magnet for money? Let these questions settle. There is no rush. Just breathe and ask, and let the answers form in the quiet. Why does my wealth keep growing, even while I rest? Why do I feel so calm and certain about money? Why does wealth flow toward me from every direction? Why does money love to stay in my life? Why is it so easy for me to receive? Why am I always aligned with unexpected blessings? Why do I handle money so wisely and so well? Why does abundance seem to chase me down? Why do opportunities appear everywhere I look? Why is my whole being tuned to prosperity? Keep breathing, slow and soft. You are doing nothing but resting and asking and letting it in. Why is my life filled with overflowing abundance? Why do I attract wealth just by being myself? Why is money always in harmony with me? Why do people love to pay me well for what I do? Why do I always feel so supported by life? Why does money come to me faster than I can spend it? Why do I always receive more than I expected? Why does prosperity feel so natural to me now? Why is being wealthy so light, so easy, so good? Why am I so grateful for this endless flow of income? Notice how good it feels to ask. There is no strain here, only the soft certainty that it is already yours. Why does wealth flow to me through joy and ease? Why do I attract the right people and the right opportunities? Why is abundance the easiest thing I have ever known? Why do my ideas turn so naturally into wealth? Why does everything I touch seem to grow? Why do new streams of income keep finding me? Why does money come to me even when I am not trying? Why am I so trusted to receive and to grow it? Why do I always seem to be in the right place at the right time? Why is financial overflow simply my new normal? Let yourself sink a little deeper now, heavier, softer. The questions are doing the work. You can let go. Why do I feel so at peace with having so much? Why is money just energy? And why am I always in tune with it? Why do I wake up feeling richer every single day? Why does luxury and ease feel so familiar to me? Why does wealth love my frequency so much? Why is my inner world a magnet for outer riches? Why do I always feel like I am winning with money? Why is wealth flowing to me instead of away from me? Why does abundance feel like home? Why do I feel so safe, so free, so provided for? Stay here in this feeling. This is the frequency of someone who already has it. And tonight, you get to fall asleep inside it. Why am I so deeply grateful for all that is coming to me? Why do I trust that it is already on its way? Why does my life keep getting better? In the gentlest ways. Why am I becoming the wealthiest, freest version of myself? Why is everything I have asked for already being arranged? Why is it safe now to simply let go and receive? Let the questions fade if they want to. Let your mind grow soft and slow. You do not need to hold on to anything. The questions are planted now, and while you sleep, the deepest part of you will keep asking and keep searching and quietly begin to bring back the answers. The wealth is already yours. Your only task tonight is to rest and to let it in. Sleep well and wake gently into a life that is quietly rearranging itself to meet you.